Hello my loves and welcome to the Perfume Realm. My name is Manahil and today I have a very special video for you guys. It's going to be a 5-minute review over the new Delina La Rosée from Parfums De Marly. But before we get started, I just wanted to say, if you're interested in joining the realm, I highly suggest clicking the subscribe button, as well as the bell notification so you can stay up to date on everything that is happening here. When you guys subscribe to me, you are helping me grow, you're supporting me, and I truly appreciate every single person who subscribes. Now let's jump into the video. Now for those of you who are already familiar with my channel, you know that my signature scent for life is Delina Exclusif, which is from Parfums De Marly. So here she is in all of her glory. This is my signature scent. It's been my signature scent ever since I smelled it because it truly is a piece of art. There's so much care that went into the composition and the ingredients. It's just beautiful. Now this is a creamy, rich, really luxurious fragrance, and if you're not familiar with Parfums De Marly, they are a niche house. So if you're not familiar with what a niche house is basically a brand, a company that only releases fragrances. That is what they mainly deal with. They're not designer fragrances like Gucci or Dolce & Gabbana. They don't do clothing. They specifically focus on perfume. And Parfums De Marly has certainly established itself as a very well-loved, high-quality niche house. So Delina Exclusif is the flanker to Delina. So Delina was the first fragrance that was released in this category, and it comes in a similar bottle to this. Actually, it's the exact same bottle as Delina Exclusif. It just doesn't have Delina Exclusif written on it. It's just a plain pink one. And that one really kind of started it all. It was very popular, very successful, and with the success they decided to release this one. So this perfume, as well as the original Delina, as well as Delina La Rosée, which I'm going to be introducing to you guys soon, they were all created by the nose or the perfumer Quentin Biche. So he is a very talented perfumer. Needless to say, I'm a huge fan because of course he did create my signature scent. So the original Delina was extremely popular. It's much more of a fresher but still very full, very robust, and quite sweet of a fragrance. And then there was Delina Exclusif, and this one really went into that really dense category. The freshness kind of it wasn't the focus anymore in here. It's still not like an old type of rose in here. It has a very lively personality, the rose that is in this one and the original Delina. However, it is definitely dialed back. Like the florals are, everything's really rounded out. There's this really nice fluffy creaminess to it. There's the vanilla in here. There is amber in here, which makes it really deep, and then there's a beautiful incense, which is in this one and the original Delina, and that really adds something different. So the original Delina had rhubarb and it also had lychee, two really defining characteristics of the original one. Now this one, Delina Exclusif, this one had the lychee and it didn't have the rhubarb in it. So that kind of interesting, tangy, some people say sour aspect that is in the original Delina is not in Delina Exclusif. This one is very smooth and yummy, just a nice whipped type of texture and just sweet with that core of incense and amber that makes it really exciting. So the popularity of the original Delina as well as the popularity of the flanker Delina Exclusif eventually led to the company capitalizing upon the success, and they decided to release what I have for you today, and this is a 2021 release. It is Parfums De Marly Delina La Rosée. So here she is in all of her glory. These are the boxes that all of the feminine fragrances in Parfums De Marly come from. So you just kind of open them up from the top right here, and here we have the beautiful bottle of Delina La Rosée. So this video, I decided I didn't want to do an unboxing. I didn't want to do first impressions. I really wanted to give you guys a full comprehensive review so you really have something to kind of go off of before you go and blind buy this fragrance. So I did test it out ever since I got it. I've been wearing it and I definitely feel like I've gotten to know the fragrance well enough to kind of introduce her to you guys. So here is the beautiful bottle. I honestly think the bottle is just, I'm so happy that they decided to do a different bottle, because the original Delina as well as Delina Exclusif, both of them came in a very similar bottle. And I don't know, you know, if you're going to be collecting these fragrances, whether it's for the bottle or for the fragrance, whatever it is, it's always nice to get a different bottle. It's not the end of the world, but I'm definitely a huge packaging and bottle person. I really enjoy them. So I was so happy that they decided to do a different bottle for this one. So it's a beautiful pink frosted glass, and it comes in the flacon that Parfums De Marly feminine fragrances are known to come in, and it has this beautiful feminine shape to it. I just think the bottles are so beautiful and so womanly. That's really what I enjoy about it, that it really embraces the kind of womanly feminine aspects of it. So I do really enjoy the shape of it. And then of course it comes with the domed cap that all of their fragrances come with. They're quite heavy, very heavy caps, and then of course they're also topped with a little crystal on top. So this is the bottle of Delina La Rosée. It also has the little tassels that the Parfums De Marly bottles come with, again for the female ones. The male ones are a little bit different. But yeah, the female ones all come in this bottle. All right, so let's get to the actual fragrance. I'm going to read off the notes to you guys before I really get into what I feel about this scent. Okay, so the top notes for Delina La Rosée are pear, lychee, and bergamot. And then the middle notes are peony, Turkish rose, watery notes, and floral notes. And the base notes are white musk, Haitian vetiver, and woody notes. So when I saw a few reviews about this scent, I was a little bit worried because a lot of them said that it was a very watery fragrance, and I didn't want anything that was watered down. I'm very picky about the fresh fragrances that I keep in my collection. I don't like just very watered down, kind of, I don't know, characterless type of fragrances. I really do enjoy a well-made, heavy-duty, hefty composition. Whether it's a heavy fragrance or not is not the issue, but really the composition has to feel quite complete to me. And honestly, this scent really did pull through, and I didn't know for sure if I was going to love this or not, but I do. Now this is a very juicy scent. The opening is very juicy. It has the characteristic lychee that is present in the original Delina, in Delina Exclusif, and now of course in Delina La Rosée. And I honestly think that the lychee is one of the most interesting parts of Delina. There's something very juicy and fruity about it while still being very refined and also unique. You know, it's not a boring or overdone type of fruitiness. So there is a really nice juicy fruitiness in the opening. The pear is very bright and sparkling and also very full and ripe. I really do love the lychee pear combination. And of course there's the bergamot that makes it really lively. So you can smell all three of those notes in the opening. You also smell the Turkish rose right away. They didn't, you know, hesitate before introducing the rose into the fragrance. So the Turkish rose is there. It's very pretty. It has kind of a dewiness to it that I really enjoy in here. So this scent definitely leans more in the direction of the original Delina when it comes to kind of that fresh aspect of it. However, there's also a nice rounded sweetness in here that does kind of remind me of Delina Exclusif. So the original one, the original Delina had rhubarb in it, which made it a little bit sour, like some people said, but also just, it gave it an interesting kind of tanginess to it, almost like a little bit of a bitterness to it. There's none of that in here. There is none of the tangy or bitter or sour aspect of the rhubarb. So it's quite easy on the nose, and I think that this one is going to be very, very mass appealing. I do see a lot of people finding this to be generic, only because it is a category that is, you know, overflowing. There are plenty of fruity, juicy, fruity floral type of fragrances out there on the market. However, for me, when I think of Parfums De Marly and when I buy a product that is from Parfums De Marly, I am not looking for something that is the most unique or really something that is going to, you know, take me for a spin, throw me for a loop, I don't know, really like take me out of my comfort zone. I'm really looking for a fragrance that is just the peak of quality. And it doesn't matter what the category is, I just want the peak of quality in that category. And this one, for a fruity floral, I think that they reached the peak. I think there's a wonderful balance in here that keeps it from becoming too sweet or girly. It definitely has that refined, distinguished character about it. Let me actually just spray it a little bit here. Actually, I'm gonna spray it everywhere because I really do enjoy this. It's very, very refreshing. And when it comes to the watery notes in here, it's not watery as in watered down. It's watery as in there's kind of that aquatic feel to it. Not so much like an oceany aquatic, but maybe like a pond or even just like dew, like morning dew. There's something of that kind of, I don't know, maybe even like a little bit of a petrichor type of a scent as well. Petrichor is the smell after rain, how the environment smells after rain, which is really, really beautiful. This is definitely not a petrichor fragrance, but I do think that they used aspects of petrichor to kind of give this a really nice, I don't know, really full, beautiful summer scent. I really do enjoy this. So for those of you who are wondering, I do feel like fragrances such as Versace Eros Parfum, this one is the EDT. I think that this one definitely falls in the category of this. However, I really do think that, I mean, I truly am happy with this purchase. I was a little bit worried, you know, I don't believe that Parfums De Marly can do no wrong. You know, there are definitely fragrances from the house that I'm not a huge fan of, or I actually personally think some of them might be overhyped, but overall I do enjoy the house, so I decided to go for the blind buy, and I am so happy with it. And I know that this is going to be getting a lot of use out of me in the summer, especially since I'm not someone who reaches for other type of freshy scents. So this is the perfect type for me because it has such a nice flavor to it. It's a very flavorful, beautiful scent, and I do think that the bottle actually perfectly suits it. So this is Delina La Rosée from Parfums De Marly. Final thoughts, I would say, of course, nothing reaches Delina Exclusif, but this is really a whole different category. It just uses the same DNA, which that's another thing actually really quick before I end that I really find impressive with this Delina range. Although I'm not the biggest Delina lover, the original one, just, you know, I think it's really beautiful, but it's just not something that I see myself reaching for a lot. But I really love that this line, Quentin Biche and the house really were successful in creating 3 different fragrances that have the same traits, that have the same DNA, but really go into different categories completely, because each one is a very unique scent in its own right. Not unique as in, you know, something special or never done before, but unique as in this definitely cannot take the place of Delina Exclusif, and Delina cannot take the place of this one. This one I see myself using in the heat, so in the summer and the spring. Delina Exclusif I really enjoy using in the winter, and Delina, although I don't own it, if I did enjoy the scent a lot, I definitely feel like it can cross between summer and winter, but it is a little bit heavier. It's quite heavy. It's not a light scent. Oh my gosh. Before we go, I completely forgot to mention the performance. The performance is actually really, really great, especially for a fresher fragrance. The performance is definitely at least 6+ hours. The projection is moderate and the sillage is also quite moderate, but I'm really, really impressed with the longevity of this. Alright my love, so that is going to complete my video for today. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this review of Delina La Rosée, and I hope you guys found it to be helpful, especially if you're thinking about blind buying or just buying it in general. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm really happy that I have it, and I just wanted to really get this out there for you guys, so I might be doubling up on the videos this week. Hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, let me know if you have tried it, if you're planning on trying it, what your thoughts are about the entire Delina line in general. I would really love to know. I love hearing your thoughts and opinions on fragrances. So thank you so much for sharing your valuable time with me here today as we sit and chat about perfume. I really hope you guys are having a good one. That's all I have for you.